I'm gonna be showing you all the best class on Dead Realm, so let's get right into this. And no, I'm not talking about the Ironclad class. The class that I'm talking about is actually the brand new Vampire class. So this class right here, it costs 75 bonds, and let's go ahead and equip it. And the reason why this is the best class is because we have increased movement speed, melee damage, but most importantly, we spawn with a Vampire Knife, which the Vampire Knife actually has lifesteal on it, meaning that every time we damage someone using the Vampire Knife, we'll actually steal health from them. So it makes it super hard to die, and we can wipe out entire towns just by using the Vampire Dagger. Anyway, we're now in the game, and here's our items right here. So let's go and crack it open. So the Vampire Blade. So let's go and grab that. We also have our Game Pass stuff right here. We don't really need it. I mean, I will take it, because also with this class, even though we do have the Vampire Dagger, we still want to grab a gun eventually, just because in order to kill bandits, we are gonna need a gun, because we're not gonna be able to get close enough to bandits to actually kill them without getting absolutely obliterated. But this class is super good at the beginning, because usually at the beginning you don't have enough guns or resources to wipe out the first few towns, but with the Vampire Knife right here, you can wipe out the entire town completely solo. Which, let's actually stop at this mine right here, and let's go and test out the knife. We do have to be quick though, because we are actually taking damage in the sunlight, because that's one of the downsides of this class. But anyway, as we can see, we are just healing like crazy. So let's go and wipe out this one. We barely have to even worry about him hitting us, because every time he hits us, we just like gain the health back. And then this dude right here, we can just use him to gain a bunch of health. So there we go. Now let's go and toss them in our bag for fuel, and then we'll also grab all the pieces of coal, and then we can also grab this bulletproof sheet right here, because we can actually use it as protection from the sunlight. Because as I was saying before, with this class, if you're in direct sunlight, you do start to take damage, but you don't as long as you're like in a shadow. So we just like toss this like right there. I mean, that's not really gonna do much, but I guess it could help us a little bit. And here we go. We just arrived at our first town, so let's go and hop out and look at this. So we can just easily kill all these zombies, even the running ones, because it kind of like stuns them for a second, so it knocks them down. But just like keep backing up while you're hitting them. It's a lot easier with these zombies that aren't fast, and also it's a lot easier whenever you don't have like 10 of them chasing you. But anyway, let's just kill these few right here. There we go. Now let's quickly kill this one. Hopefully he doesn't hit us, and awesome. So it's a lot easier with the regular zombies, and also since you have a little speed boost, you can like easily outrun them. And also the knife has quite a bit of range, so you can stay like all the way back here, and you can hit them without them even hitting you. So then you can just like stack up health. So like right now I'm already like full HP, and even if they hit us, it doesn't even matter, because we'll just gain all the health back. And there we go. Just turned nighttime. That means we're no longer gonna be taking any damage from the daylight, because there's no daylight to take damage from. But anyway, as we can see, we already killed like half the town. Also, it looks like it is a blood moon, so that means vampires are gonna spawn. So let's go and see how well it performs against vampires. I haven't tested it against anything besides zombies, so hopefully it works out pretty well. Anyway, here's the bank right here, and here's our first vampire. So let's go and start fighting him. And actually look at this, we're actually healing pretty quickly, and oh, he just teleported on top of the bank. All right, anyway, let's just start typing it in. And here's another vampire, so let's go and quickly kill him. Also, we do want to kill the vampires pretty quickly, because we don't want them stacking up. Like, we don't want 5 vampires all trying to kill us at once, because that's gonna make it a lot more difficult. But as long as it's only like 1 or 2 at a time, it's pretty easy. Anyway, there we go. We opened up the vault, so let's go and start looting up. And also, it's the same with vampires, where you can actually outrun them. So we can just do that, and oh, it's actually turning daytime already. Okay, well, that was pretty quick. So it's super easy against zombies and vampires, and the only thing you need to worry about is probably werewolves. I haven't tried against werewolves just yet, but I'm assuming it's not gonna work out too well, just because of how much health they have. And just like that, we wiped out the entire town with just our Vampire Dagger. I mean, to be fair, it was a small town, but even if it was one of the big towns, we could still wipe it out super easy. Anyway, we actually gained a lot of money from that town. Like, I have a lot of things I can sell. I actually found 2 crucifixes, which, not gonna lie, I didn't know that was possible. I thought you could only find 1 per church building. And oh, I guess we also found some bandits. Well, that's pretty cool, because I guess we can sell them as well, even though we didn't really kill them, but they're like here waiting for us already, so we might as well sell them. Anyway, there's 1 crucifix, here's the second, and then we also have like all this other stuff right here we can sell. So let's go see how much money we get. And there we go. We now have $422, and we haven't even sold these bandits yet. And just like that, in the first 10,000 meters, we already have nearly $600, which is absolutely crazy. But anyway, let's go and buy a rifle though, because the Vampire Dagger, it is really good, but it's not gonna be too good against the outlaws, just because they'll absolutely obliterate us before we can even get a hit on them. And also remember about being in the sunlight, because I completely forgot that we take damage at the sunlight, and I'm actually almost dead right now. So make sure you're constantly aware of that. But I'm pretty sure we get lifesteal from anything, so we should actually just be able to walk up to this horse right here, and we should actually be able to kill it. And yes, there we go. So we're actually getting lifesteal from the horse. So you can always just do that to like some random horses if you do get low on health. Anyway, it is nighttime again, but we do have tons of coal, and we pretty much have everything we need now just from that one town. So let's just drive like all the way down. We now made it all the way to 8,000 meters. So let's quickly kill these bandits right there. There we go. Now let's just use our vampire dagger for some lifesteal real quick, just so we can go ahead and heal up. And now let's just start heading down there. So we're mainly gonna be using our rifle for this part, just because as I was saying before, since they're outlaws, there's like no way we can get close to them with the vampire knife. So we'll just use our rifle to snipe them down. We might kill a few with our vampire dagger just so we can heal up, because we are taking damage from the sunlight right now. Which actually, let's quickly drink some snake oil because we are about to die. And no, we did die. Well, anyway, let's just use revive. And oh no, that actually killed our horse. Well, anyway, let's just rush up on in here. And there we go. We wiped out the entire town. So now let's just start lowering the bridge, and then we're gonna quickly run inside a building just to make sure that we don't die from the sunlight. So if you're using this class, just make sure to bring like quite a bit of snake oil at the end, just so you can stop yourself from taking damage during the sunlight. But anyway, there we go. It just turned nighttime, so we're pretty much safe now. But I mean, we do still have to watch out for vampire spawning. So there we go. Vampires are starting to spawn. So let's go ahead and pull out our vampire knife, because we do actually need to heal up, and hopefully we can kill the regular zombies as well. And no. All right, well, that's unfortunate. I mean, they should all die on top of us once we do respawn, because there we go. Anyway, let's quickly grab our vampire knife back, and let's go ahead and keep killing them, which actually there's too many. So let's go ahead and wipe out a few of them with this rifle. And oh snap. Okay, we are getting cooked right now. And this is just because we forgot snake oil, because if we had snake oil, then we wouldn't have to wait until nighttime, and all these vampires wouldn't be here. But since we didn't bring any, all these vampires spawn. Also, this class would be good with a team of people, because what you can do is one person can be this class, and they can use it to wipe out the first few towns at the beginning, and then the other people can focus on like wiping out the final town, because this class is good at every other place besides this place, just because for this place you're like forced to be in the sunlight. Anyway, there we go. It took a few revives, but we wiped out everyone, and now we just need to wait 10 seconds till we lower the bridge. And there we go, we beat the game. So just like that, we beat the game with the vampire class. Once again, the vampire class is good for like every single point besides the 80,000 meter checkpoint, where you actually have to like be in direct sunlight and defeat the bandits. But for regular zombies and vampires and like all the towns along the way, the vampire class is actually extremely good, mostly because the vampire knife itself. So I would probably use this over the ironclad class, unless I was playing solo. If I was playing solo, maybe I would use the ironclad class, but if you're playing in a team, definitely at least one person having the vampire class would be very, very beneficial, because you don't even have to worry about guns at the beginning, because the vampire knife is just so OP. But anyway, that is gonna be all for this video though, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video.